Welcome, everyone. It is Thursday night. This is some short form improv comedy. We're about to give you guys some comedy one-shots. We're CGI, and we're glad you guys have been able to join us. I don't know why I just turned into a news anchor. We are CGI, and we're very welcome for you guys tuning in tonight. So thank you guys for joining us. Everything you see tonight will be made up on the spot. We don't have anything planned other than the games we're going to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got a lot of short form games here. We're going to be needing a lot of suggestions from you guys out there in the audience. So throughout the show, anytime one of us is getting ready to introduce one of our games, we may ask for suggestions of sorts, maybe people, places, things, objects, foods, animals, emotions, hopes, dreams, whatever. Well, feel free to type those into the chat, whether you're watching us on Twitch, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I'm sure Ask Jeeves might still have a twitching stream. I don't know. We could be on there. I've never checked. But just feel free to type those in. Chad, our tech wizard, is going to be monitoring the chats. You'll see him as a chaotic good improv, I think. I don't know. I never pay attention to most of what Chad does. But he'll be monitoring the the chats for our suggestions. He'll let us know what you guys have chosen, and we'll improvise a scene for you. Let me introduce our cast here tonight. We've got it's a doozy. It's a doozy of a cast here. We've got Katie.
Woo!
We've got Gabe.
Oh, we got a Gabe.
With the subliminal Shannara in the background. and we've got Ty.
We got a Ty.
Yeah. So because this show, you're never going to see the show again. This is it. Everything's made up. That means we don't know what's going to happen. This is the only time in the history of the world that this show will exist. And you guys get to watch it along with us as we make it. So before we get started, I'm going to turn it over to Chad, our tech guru wizard guy, for any announcements that we may have prior to the show getting started. So what do you got for us, Chad?
Well, first of all, I realize that no one ever pays attention to me, so
I was
that's
lying to you,
sad.
Chad. I pay all of my attention to you. Actually, I'm in debt with attention because I pay you all of it. So
No
I'm gonna have
wonder
all
I'm
of
so
it.
poor. All right. Well, hey, it's good to see you guys. Good to have everyone here tonight. Thank you for letting us bring comedy to the comfort of your device of choice, whether you're holding it, whether you're sitting in front of it, or whether you're just like have one of those cool hologram things, in which case I look better in 3D, don't I? But thank you for watching us tonight. We really enjoy doing this. This is one of our favorite times of the week. Love to make you laugh. And speaking of which, we love to have you along as well as anyone else that you can bring. I see some new faces in the Twitch chat
New
tonight.
faces?
So, hey,
You see
guys.
faces?
Yes, I see faces in my head. If nothing else, don't worry, I'm fine. But no, seriously, we got all kind of folks here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody in Facebook land as well. See you guys watching as well as YouTube. Please, interact tonight. Post your suggestions wherever you want to. Don't worry, I'll see them. And if we can't use them in a particular scene, we will probably bring them back later. So that's a good thing. Also, tell your friends before we even get started tonight. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your worst enemies that there are people who will make them laugh tonight. And share this link. Share all of our social media with folks. Chaotic Good Improv pretty much everywhere, including Twitter, including Instagram, including Facebook. Just go ahead and share that with everybody. And the more people who come along, the merrier. We have people who support us by watching, but if you'd like to go a little extra step and support us financially, the main way you can do that is to go to twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov, where you're probably watching right now, and you can support us with Twitch bit cheering and Twitch subscriptions. Here's a fun fact about Twitch subscriptions. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can actually subscribe to our channel at no extra cost to you. Just like Katie Joe just said. Thank you so much, Katie Joe. Eagle Panini also just bit cheered in the chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Keeps us funny, keeps our wheels turning, and keeps whatever weird, bizarre creatures I have hooked up to this server here, keeps that going as well. Don't ask. I'm a mad scientist on my spare time. It pays badly. So another way that people like to support us and get a little something in return is through merch, which we do have at our excellent website, chaoticgoodimprov.com. Yes, it is an excellent website. If you, thank you. If you check it out, check out our store on there, you can see all kinds of things you can wear, like this mug. Now, how you wear a mug, I don't know. I don't tell you how to live your life, but you can definitely wear this, as well as any of the shirts, baby onesies, face masks, everything that we have on there. We got stuff for days where you can show off your CGI fashion sense. It's a chaotic fashion sense, if nothing else, but it is good. See, I worked the entire brand of there. Oh, wait, improv, yes. See, improv, I said that word too. All right, but yeah, go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, check out our store. We got all kinds of stuff that you can buy, and we'd love to help clothe and feed you. Also, another thing that you could do to support us tonight is, since this is completely unscripted, very obviously so, we do not have any script for tonight, nor do we know what we're going to call this thing we're about to spend an hour making. So if you hear our actors say something uproariously funny tonight, and it will happen at some point, or if you just see a common theme that you think would be like a really funny title of a show, let me know in the chat. I will be Chaotic Good Improv in all the chats across the board. Usually people put their suggested episode titles in quotes. It makes it easier for me to see it. I will, exactly, yeah. I like to twist my quotes, but Ty is very traditional.
The
like
quotation
exactly.
parentheses.
Yeah, it's like cointences. But go ahead and put those into the chats wherever you're at. I will put them in a big old list, and at the end of the show, we'll deliberate, decide what we're going to name this thing, and we will call it that in our archives forever and ever. And the person who suggested it will be our best friend. I think last time we negotiated about 17 and a half minutes is all we can spare. But we're working on increasing the budget on that. But yes, you'll be our best friend for a set amount of time. All right, so at that, I am going to turn it over to the actual funny, and for that, I'm going to toss the ball back to Chris. Chris, back over to you, good sir.
Fine. Thank you, Chaz. It was very informative. I learned a lot of information there. I appreciate that. We're going to get this show on the road here. We're going to begin with an improv staple. This is going to be a game for Ty and Katie. And what I'm going to need from the audience is just any letter of the alphabet. Doesn't matter. You don't even have to think about it. You can just press the first key that comes on your keyboard. Just pop a letter of the alphabet in there. Somewhere in the middle would be good. And once you've done with that, what I also need you guys to do as a suggestion would be how about a reason to celebrate? Like it doesn't have to be an actual holiday. It can be just, hey, I've got a promotion, or I passed my chemistry exam, whatever, just some good news that you might want to celebrate for. Type those in. We're going to use some of those because we're going to play a game called A to Z. It's an improv staple. It's basically the alphabet game. What's going to happen is Katie and Ty are going to be improvising a scene based on the suggestion that we're going to be getting from you guys shortly. But the only stipulation that they have is that each of them must start their sentence with the next sequential letter of the alphabet. So if Katie were to say something that began with the letter B, Ty's retort will begin with the letter C, and so on and so forth. But the reason I asked you guys for a letter is because we're not starting with A. That's way too easy. What letter did we get, Chad?
Okay, looks like we're going to do the letter S.
S. So this scene is going to begin with the letter S. It's going to go to Z, back around to A, and finish with the letter S. It'll be S to S. Lots of S's. 27 lines. All right, so Chad, what is the suggestion? Some reason to celebrate.
They won Jenga.
One Jenga. Ooh, that's a reason to celebrate. If you can get through a game of Jenga without killing your friends, that's a victory. All right, so this scene will have something to do with winning Jenga or Jenga in general. That's your suggestion. You guys use it as you see fit. This is A to Z, beginning with S, ending with S, in 3, 2, and 1.
Sally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not believe in you at all throughout this entire competition, but you proved me wrong.
Tonight, I channeled all of my inner strength and just came out victorious, you know? It was amazing.
Usually you lose, which is why almost everyone put money against you. We all thought that Octavia was going to win this one, but you really proved us wrong, and you made a lot of money for someone, just not us.
Very true. You know, I just wish I'd believed in myself a little more, which would have been easier if you guys had believed in me, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Wishes are a waste of time, Sally. You should know this. You shouldn't just wish on things. You need to do them. If you wanted us to believe in you, Sally, you should have proven that you were a winner before today.
Xylophone camp. That's the first place that I realized I was kind of a loser. You know, who goes to xylophone camp?
You went to xylophone camp. You went there and you didn't do good. You barely were able to hold both mallets. It was embarrassing.
You know, those things are heavier than they look, okay?
Zero people think that they're heavier than they look. Zero people think that. So I don't know where you're coming from. You know what, Sally, it's by and by. All right, it is in the past. You're a winner now, so you're gonna have to start acting like it.
Absolutely. And as a winner, I just want to say that I think you should believe in me more moving forward because I've proven that I can be good at something.
Believe me, Sally, the belief is now here. I am full of belief in you. I bought stocks in you. Didn't know you were on the stock exchange? You are, and I bought a bunch of them.
Can we do some insider trading now? Because I feel like that I could throw the next couple of games if that would help.
Do you think that would help? I don't really know how insider trading works. I guess we could sell your stocks when they're peak height, and then by the time that you lose and then you drop down, I don't know how this works.
Everyone says that it's really easy, but I think it's seeming a little too complicated now that you explain it. So I don't know.
Forget it. Don't worry about it. You need to focus on winning. You don't need to be focused on all these confusing things like insider trading and laundering money and things like that. You need to focus on Jenga. Jenga is now your life. All right. I have been in touch with the representatives at Jenga. which I'm pretty sure Hasbro is the one who makes Jenga. And they have told me they're interested in a sponsorship deal.
Goodness. I never thought that I am such a winner now. My life is going to be forever changed because of this moment.
Hasbro wants you is all I'm saying. Now, I don't know the extent of the sponsorship deal. I just know it has something to do with taking things out and putting them on top. I don't know if it's going to be Jenga specific or if you're just going to be walking around town just pulling bricks out of walls and putting it on top of a roof. We don't know, but all we know is you're now the face of Jenga.
I don't even care what they ask me to do. I will stack bricks on top of each other. I'll stack cats and dogs on top of each other. It doesn't even matter. I'm just excited that finally I'm going to be recognized as a winner.
Just keep that energy. Okay, if you keep that energy, you'll never run out of a sponsorship. Do you know people can play Jenga into their 80s, into their 90s? I've seen a 100-year-old person play Jenga. You have plenty of time to cash in on the sponsorship. So just keep that energy.
You know what? My great Meemaw is the one who taught me how to play Jenga.
Leanne is your great Meemaw? I don't know how to say this, but I had the hots for Leanne when I was younger. I had a poster of her on my wall. She was seductively pulling out one of them wooden tiles. It was good. It was a good time.
My goodness, you are not the first person to say that to me. I've had a lot of people tell me that great Meemaw Leanne was good looking in her prime.
Now, I respectfully disagree with you. She was good looking in and outside of her prime. All right, I had a poster when she was well past what you might consider prime to other people. I had a poster of her when she was doing that 100-year-old Jenga game.
Oh,
and
you know what? I had forgotten that she had played in that Centurion game of Jenga. that was a good year for her. 100. It surely was.
People seem to forget that she was her best Jenga player as 100. I think it had something to do with she had already like kind of hunched over a little bit in her old age, and it gave her a perfect perspective on the blocks.
Quite right. She was amazing, and I am going to do my best to live up to her legacy.
Really, Sally, you're already there. I think you are right there already with the legacy that she has.
Sure am, because I won that thing today.
And scene. All right, got some little Centurion Jenga there. I like that. That's good stuff.
All right. Well, moving into our next game. This is a game. It's one of my favorite games. I don't get to introduce this game very much, so I'm glad that this is how the cookie crumbles in tonight's set list. This is a game with Chris and Gabe. This is a game called Change. Now, what we need from the audience is we need a suggestion. Now, when Chris was giving you ideas of what we may ask for, Chris said hopes and dreams. I want to hear something. We don't hear enough hopes and dreams. So what about, I just want any hope, any dream. It could be a hope for today. It could be a hope for tomorrow. It could be a hope for the show. It could be a dream that you have for 20 years from now. Maybe you're looking forward to that 100-year-old Jenga game. Who knows? I just want to know any hope or dream. It could be real or made up. We don't care at this point. Well, we care about your hopes and dreams, but it doesn't matter what it is. Just keep that in mind. We do care. We're a caring company. So what's going to happen here is once we get the suggestion, they're going to be doing a scene. I'm going to be able to say change whenever I want during the scene. They have to change the last thing that they said, or maybe the last sound that they made, something like that. Who knows? They'll just keep changing them until I like it, and then they can continue on with the scene. So, Chad, do we have a suggestion for the scene?
Well, it's definitely a hope and dream, especially if you're local.
Okay.
Cooler weather as soon as possible.
Cooler weather as soon as possible. I think that there probably
that's
is
more of
one
a dream than a hope there, I think, because at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Chris is all about the hot weather. So, which is why he wears a beanie and a hoodie everywhere he goes.
I try to convince my body that it's cold outside.
So, there's one person who doesn't care. He really wants the warm weather to continue. If I've ever heard Chris complain about the hot weather, I'll eat my hamster. I don't know. I don't have a hamster.
I know, because you've already eaten it.
Yeah, eating it because Chris complains about the heat all the time. Anyway, we're off on a tangent, telling you too much about Chris. We need to learn about your hopes and dreams, which is cooler weather anytime soon or sometime soon. Just cooler weather in general. This has something to do with cooler weather. This is Change with Chris and Gabe in 3, 2, 1.
I do declare it is so hot outside. I'm not sure I can even take it anymore.
Oh, you know, Beatrice, it's quite warm. I'm starting to think perhaps we should move further northward.
Oh, well, you know, they say that you get the farther north you go, the less accommodating all the people are going to get. I'm too afraid to go too far north, and all of a sudden we're just getting, people aren't nice no more.
Well, Beatrice, perhaps that might be a problem, but I think that we could accommodate ourselves. It might be easier to acclimate to a ruder people than it is to acclimate to this hot weather.
Nicole, you are correct. I think that this hot weather is actually making some of us become more evil.
Change.
I am becoming more of a mutant out here. Like, I'm growing scales in this heat.
Change.
My brother told me when we were growing up that hot weather is what causes all the axe murderers. They're nice, normal people until it gets hot outside. So you might be onto something. Maybe up north where it's cooler, we might be safer.
Well, that could be true, but I don't know if you saying that the people up north are much meaner but they have cooler weather. I don't understand. Just imagine how many of them will be axe murderers if a heat wave comes through.
Well, I don't know. This might be half a dozen of one and 6 of another. You know what? This could be, the glass is half empty and half full at the same time.
Change.
This could be one of those Schrodinger weather patterns. It's hot and cold and they're evil and nice, all simultaneous, but you don't know which is which. You just going to have to figure it out.
My goodness, Beatrice. That is quite a conundrum. I would even say it's confusing.
Oh, it don't feel bad. I confuse myself saying it. I get so just caught up in how hot it is outside that sometimes I just forget words and thoughts.
Beatrice.
Nicole.
You didn't eat your ice cream.
Change.
I do declare, Beatrice, you look like you are melting.
Change.
Beatrice. Why did you stop blowing on me, Beatrice?
I was getting lightheaded, Nicole. I can't just be exhaling constantly on you. It's in order to make it cool, I got to purse my lips and put it out with a velocity, and it's just making me dizzy.
Well, I mean, we'll take it in turns,
I understand that, but, now that I think back to it, it seems that my turns have been a lot longer than your turns, Nicole. I feel hot too. I could like some of your cool pursed-lipped exhale breath all over my body.
You know how I get in the heat, Beatrice. Me and my hot flashes.
Change.
I am an older woman than you, Beatrice. Beatrice, you are so correct, Beatrice. You deserve some of my cool, airy breath.
Well, I was thinking we might be able to make it a little more simple. I know Milo's make some delicious iced tea, and we could just be putting all that just cold liquids into a bucket and just bathing in it or sitting in it or something, cooling us off.
I do think that could be nice. It also might be nice for our skin, as tea leaves are basically nothing but dirt before they disintegrate into dirt. I think it will attract some of the bees. It is a very sweet drink after all, Beatrice. And I do know how you like your bees.
I do love my bees, Nicole. And you know what? It's been so long since I've been pollinated that I probably wouldn't mind.
And scene.
Turn into the
Oh,
Golden Girls there at the
That
end.
was dumb, but I liked it.
It was ridiculous.
Oh, love it.
Oh man.
Okay, well, after that, where do we go from here? Oh, that's
I don't
right,
know.
to one of my favorite games, Switch, everyone. This is a great game because I get to run this. And as you can see, we're going to arrange all of our actors into this game into pairs in a square. I did not intend that to rhyme. It works so well. I'm just going to revel in it. Okay, that's enough. All right, guys, we're going to need a lot of suggestions. Anything you got? I'm thinking favorite animal, or possibly what is a place you would never get lost in, or what is a relationship between two people, not lovers, but just some kind of relationship that you would see every day. We're going to go ahead and take all the suggestions, or even any other suggestions that just pops into your head, and we're going to assign it to each pair of actors. How it's going to work: Gabe and Katie will be a pair of actors. Katie and Ty will be a pair of actors. Ty and Chris will be a pair of actors. Chris and Gabe will be a pair of actors. We just went around the square in a clockwise motion because we are going to assign a suggestion to each pair of actors, and anytime I want to see that particular scene from that particular pair of actors and everything, I could just call out the suggestion and we'll switch over to them. They will start picking up the scene and running with it. It's called Switch because it's like I have a giant switcher or remote control if you're fancy. And I can change the action anytime I like. Go to any scene at any point.
Giant switcher?
Yes, exactly. Well, you see, when I grew up, it was called a switcher or a flipper.
Hey, give me the switcher flipper.
The switcher flipper, yes. The switcher picker-upper. Good times. All right, so let's see. First of all, the first scene. Good luck. The first scene, the suggestion is breakdancing for Gabe and Katie.
Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, I love
I'm
it.
envious.
I want
I'm
some more of it. All right, the next suggestion for Katie and I just completely lost it
Ty.
there. There you go. Thank you, Katie and Ty. Your suggestion is cockatoo.
Oh, cockatoo.
I
Cockatoo.
think you said talkatoo.
That's what I thought.
Cockatoo.
I thought I said too. It's another way for a walkie-talkie. It's a talkatoo.
It's a talkatoo.
Cockatoo. I'll give you a stern cockatoo, son. All right. Your suggestion for Chris and Ty. Your suggestion will be hostile coworkers.
Ew.
Ah,
Hostile coworkers.
That's too close to home between us, though.
we
I-
hate each other.
We hate each other.
Exactly why I picked it. Chris and Gabe, your suggestion will be snake with spots.
Snake with spots?
Yeah,
Okay.
snake with spots.
Nice.
I love stuff like that. All right, cool. So let's go around this little Hollywood square here and ask everybody what their suggestion is, just so that we got it straight. Gabe and Katie, what's your suggestion?
Breakdancing.
Katie and Ty, your suggestion.
Cockatoo.
Ty and Chris, your suggestion.
Hostile
Coworkers.
coworkers.
Chris and Gabe.
Famous British breakfast food.
Yeah. Snake with spots.
Yeah, snake with spots. That was a great joke out there for those of you who are really big into British cuisine.
I actually did love that. Okay.
Thank you.
But you know what I love even more?
One
Breakdancing.
person did.
Right. I love breakdancing even more, so I want to see a scene about that. We'll start with Gabe and Katie with breakdancing. This is the game of Switch in 3, 2, and 1.
My God, you are absolutely incredible.
I know. I can't help it. It's just my gift, and I need to share it with the world.
Well, lucky for you, you're going to have the opportunity. You're hired. We want you on the show.
Oh my gosh.
Full time on
my gosh.
America's Got Talent.
Wow. Oh, I didn't even know they had full time. Wow. This is Mr.
Yeah.
Reynolds. Mr. Reynolds, this is my dream come true, and I am going to be the very best every day. You know
I
what?
believe so. I think, Stephanie, you're going to be our next, impressive and fun sort of cutting up. You're gonna be that judge. You're gonna be the judge that's just constantly breakdancing and really fun.
You know what? I knew people like to criticize me for being too critical, but I knew that one day it would come in handy.
Cockatoo.
So you want to buy a bird?
Yes, my son is turning 12 and he likes birds.
I see. Well, a bird is a big responsibility.
Yeah. Well, you see, I feel like it's a little less responsibility than like a cat or a dog. So
Some think that, but that's not true. You see, with the birds, you have to pick the right bird for your personality, because here at Heinrich's Bird Emporium, we only sell free-range birds. That means there's no cages here. I mean, you have to have a bird that will accompany your child at all stages of his life.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know if that'll work. Charlie's really into some like non-bird activities. He likes to swim. He likes to go rock climbing, and I just
Don't worry, we have swimming birds. They're called penguins.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, I sell every bird type you can buy right here. You want a running bird? I have emus and ostriches. You want a flying bird? There's a lot of those, apparently.
Hostile co-workers.
Johnny, that sandwich looks delicious. Just
It does.
curious as to how you made it, because it looked a lot like what was in the fridge with my name on it.
Well, I bet it does. I bet it does look a lot like the ones you had in your house, in your refrigerator in your house.
I'm just wondering why my sandwich is missing. Donnie,
Just saying, if your sandwich is missing, I feel like that's your problem, not my problem.
Donnie, you need to clean up your side of the stall here. I mean, if we're
I feel
gonna
like
be,
if it's my side of the stall, it can just be whatever I want. It's my side. I feel like I just really want you to stop encroaching on my freedoms.
Donnie, we've been working for a while here, and
Right.
I don't know how we're still both alive. I honestly don't. I have murdered people for less.
Right. Well, that's what we do here. We murder people on the cheap. We are the Walmart of murder.
I understand that. Basically we're Verbo for hitmen. People just
Right.
put it in there. I get it.
Yes.
But I don't know if I can go on another job with you, man. If you eat another one of my goddamn sandwiches, and if you leave your fingernail clippings on the windowsill, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna Verbo you.
Think about this, Fred. Think about this. Every time you go on a killing, you need to use anger. Is that correct? Where are you getting your anger from?
Good point.
Snake with spots.
Warren left it around here somewhere.
Hey, Dan,
Yep.
have you seen Benny?
Benny, it wasn't my turn looking for him. I was busy watching the TV.
No, it was my turn. I don't know. I set him down and then.
Well, wait a minute.
Gosh,
Wait a minute.
I turned around and he was gone.
Hey, well, then obviously you didn't do your job. If it was your turn and he magically disappeared, that means you weren't taking your turn seriously. Now was it?
No, I don't think I was ever trying to say the fault wasn't mine. I'm just saying we probably need to find him.
Well, I would agree. That's a rare serpent. You
Yeah,
don't see those leopard snakes very often.
No, not really. And it's also rare that a snake gets chicken pox.
But that's what I was saying. That's a varicella zoster virus.
Cockatoo.
So how does that one work for Charlie?
Well, I gotta say, I don't know if it worked out. He seems to be really lethargic and,
Charlie or the bird?
well, the bird. Charlie
Okay,
is
good, because
fine.
there's bird flu going around, and I really don't want that coming back on me again.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, it's just the bird. He seems kind of lethargic and.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you clean the bird?
Well, I put him in the bathtub.
Yes. Did you? I gave you the shampoo. I need you to shampoo in between the feathers of the bird.
Oh, well, see, Charlie, he kind of got a little bored with the bird, honestly.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well, unfortunately, we do not have a return policy. You must then free the bird into the wild.
Oh, I don't. Well, he's a macaw, and I feel like the HOA is gonna not like having him around the neighborhood. You know.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. We have areas of the city that have already been sanctioned off for various bird types. That's why you only see emus on the west side.
Breakdancing.
Oh, so I'm not sure this is working, Stephanie. You're a little too nice to the kids that come on the show. We wrote it in your contract. You really had to be mean to them. You know, you're like a fun cut-up judge, but divorcees, widows, and children, you really gotta knock them down a couple of pegs.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you liked that I was fun, and you know, I don't want to lose this job. So if you need me to be, I can get better at being terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we love the fact that you're fun. You're great with almost all the contestants. It's just that subset of, you know, pity cases. You really gotta go the opposite way. So let's do a little bit of role play. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a little girl, like 7-year-old Trish, whose dad just passed away from, let's say, you know, 9/11. We're gonna role play years ago. All right, I'm just a little girl. So here I go. Oh, say, can you?
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. That was beautiful, sweetheart. I think that was great. I don't even need to hear any more. You know what? It was fun. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Stephanie, I don't think this is getting through to you.
Hostile coworkers.
Don, you might be onto something, buddy. That was the quickest, cleanest, most efficient hit I've ever done.
Right. We actually got sent a memo about it.
Really? From the brass?
From the brass, from the big brass.
The big brass.
Yeah,
Send
not
us
the
a
little
memo.
brass. Yeah, not the little brass that's in this building. I'm talking about the big brass. The big brass that's in the
home
HQ.
office brass. Yeah, the HQ home office brass.
Yes. Yes, they sent a memo. It's over there.
Yeah. You want me to go? I'll get it. You know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up for you. What are you talking about?
Thank you for printing it out for me, though.
You're welcome. It was on 11 by 17. So
Yeah, it's a weird big sheet of paper. I'm just curious.
they do everything big in the big brass. You know that.
There's nothing on it. It's a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah,
Johnny,
because you're an idiot, Fred. Nobody cares about your kill.
Snake with spots.
Oh my God, there he is. Thank you. What the? He's got shingles now.
Yes, I'm telling you, he's a walking zoonotic disease, man. He's carrying a bunch of stuff. You might be better letting him out.
Yeah, it might be time for him to go back into the wild. I don't know. He doesn't look too good. I feel like he may. I don't want him to die out there.
Well, he's gonna die in here. It sounds like he's got every damn disease there is. I'm waiting for some herpes and tuberculosis or something.
I don't want snake herpes. That sounds.
I don't want it either. Just getting rid of that damn thing, man. Look at that. It's tough. It's got snake leprosy now.
Okay, all right. I'll let him outside.
Scene.
Everybody, be free.
Dude,
before
he
we kill
just
the
died
snake
from a
off.
little 9/11. Like he caught a bit of 9/11, and it just.
I like to think, in my mind, I like to create backstories for people. And the backstory of that one for me was Gabe was like, I don't want to say any disease just in case there's someone out there that's suffering
No,
from
that's
that.
actually exactly what happened. Is
I'm going to say something that's guaranteed safe.
I was thinking cancer, and then I was like,
I
that's too
remember
dark.
Cancer. Yeah.
That's too dark. I'll
Yeah,
go with
that's too dark.
9/11.
Let's go with 9/11. That's definitely.
He caught a little bit of the 9/11, and
very
it just
high
hit him,
ground.
man.
We have had a couple of decades of separation from it now, right?
Couple? I guess
Yeah.
2 is a couple.
Yeah.
I guess 2
my
is a
gosh.
couple.
Two is the definition of a couple. Couple means two.
Maybe 3.
Otherwise, it'd be a throuple.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're
That's
a cute
a-
couple. You
a
don't say
score.
that about
It
a
could-
group of 4 friends.
That's a good point. No, I stand corrected.
But a group of 4 friends is a couples.
It's a few friends.
A couple of
Or
couples.
a couple couples. Yeah.
It goes one couple, few, then half a dozen, and then
Whoa,
baker's
so
dozen.
few is 3 through 5.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big spread for few.
Yeah.
It is. What's 8? More?
A quadruple couple.
That's what I was gonna say. Quadruple couple. There you go.
This is the
You know-
weirdest
you know what-
polyamory
I don't know
podcast
8.
ever. I'm just.
A
All right,
thruple couple is
sorry.
6. All right. See, half a dozen is a thruple couple. That's what we do. All right, guys. This next game. Now that we just went off on a weird tangent. All spawned by 9/11. We're
Lord.
So did America.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't know. We're gonna move on to our next game, hopefully, eventually here. And what we need for this, it's the easiest game that we could ask for. It's all we need is just 2 suggestions that are not random. They're just random. They don't have anything to do with each other. If you want, we'll pull one suggestion from somewhere, another suggestion from someone else. Chad's gonna be looking through this while my hands shake. Apparently, I'm speaking with my hands right now. What's gonna happen? This is gonna be for Ty and Gabe. There's really no gimmicks, no format to this other than they're just going to take 2 suggestions. They're going to try and use those to interweave a short scene, which is why we call this game 2 suggestions. It's really simple. Chad, do we have any suggestions so far that Ty and Gabe can use to interweave their historically accurate scene?
Okay. Let's see here. I gotta get my head back on straight. Bear with me. All right, we have.
It's crooked.
Yeah, absolutely. We have clipping herbs.
Clipping herbs.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it's not herbs? What if like this woman has a toenail business just for people named Herb?
You know, I've taken advantage of that before. You know, you could just
Just
change
kidding.
your name.
Clipping herbs. All right, clipping herbs and
Doorbell.
doorbell. So this scene will have try and find a way to use these specific or vague, whatever. These are just, this scene is going to be brought to you by clipping herbs and doorbells. This is 2 suggestions of Ty and Gabe in 3, 2, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah, I mean,
It's always scary when you get to the last few clips on a bonsai.
I know. What if I'm just really scared. If I clip too far,
Mhm.
then it would look weird because it'll be just a straight and narrow bonsai tree. And normally bonsai trees, they like branch out
Yeah.
and then they have like cool little things on them. And I'm just worried if I clip it too far, no one's gonna like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's important that a bonsai tree shows some attitude, conveys emotion and reflects your inner self, and I would like to talk to you about your bonsai.
Okay.
Some of the other, bonsai tutors, if you will,
Right,
we've been
yes.
talking.
Of course.
And your bonsai tree looks a little, I don't know how to put this.
Mm-hmm.
It looks lonely. And I
Well-
just wanted to check with you, see how you're doing.
I mean, it's been a while. If that's what you're asking. I mean, I haven't really seen anyone
Yeah.
for a while, and so I read online that you're supposed to like the best way to connect with your bonsai tree is to force it to have experiences that you have yourself. And so I've been keeping it alone in a room for days on end. And don't let it shower or eat or
Both of
drink
those are
water.
pretty much the same thing. Those are all 3 the same thing for a bonsai tree. Shower, eating, water. It's
I wondered about that
one of
because I
the
put
same.
food on it the other day and it's still there and it's not looking good. It's actually looking a little moldy.
yeah, I wouldn't
Which
do
to
the
be honest,
food.
it looks like a stone with moss on it at this point, which is kind of cool for the bonsai tree. It looks like it's a little bit more intense.
Well, I think maybe that would be a good way to focus your energy on your bonsai is, give
Right.
it some extra decoration around the foot of the tree,
Yeah,
make it
just-
feel a little more at home.
Before you keep going, are we talking about the bonsai tree? Are we still talking about me? Is this like a metaphor? Are you trying to get me to decorate myself?
Yeah, Daniel, I'm trying to get you to, you said that
I can
you
put
hadn't
clothes on
let
if you want.
that would be helpful. You're just wearing a swimsuit that you've been wearing all summer
Right.
during these lessons, and I don't quite understand. There's no pool in this entire state.
It helps me shower faster.
So you say that, but you also said you wanted your tree to experience what you've been experiencing, and you don't let
Right.
it shower. Your story,
Right.
Daniel, is just
Well, I don't
kinda
let it shower for
confuses me.
days on end, but then when it does shower, it's real fast. I just sprinkle water on it with my fingers after washing my hands. Just
Okay.
that's
That's
a
at
quick
least
shower. Look, I think we're
some
getting
connection.
off track with the bonsai tree.
okay.
Professor, I just really want to graduate from bonsai tutoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you absolutely will. I
good.
don't think that's a problem, Daniel. You have more dedication in trimming this bonsai tree than any other student I've ever taught.
Oh, good.
Clearly you love the tree. It's
I do.
just I think you're a little misguided on how you treat it.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that input and that feedback. I really do. I will attempt to do better next time.
Mhm.
I actually, if you want to look, I've been practicing some of my trimmings.
Oh.
I have mint over there.
Oh
I
my
have some
goodness.
rosemary.
Oh,
I have
wow.
parsley.
Mhm.
I have some thyme. I have some Italian seasoning over there.
Now,
So-
they're all trimmed very, very well, but
Yes.
they do look a little, a little worse for wear on their emotional state. Have you ever considered giving them like a sound bath?
I do set up TED Talks for them to listen to.
Well, TED Talks is a good way to educate your ferns and what have you, your spices
Yes.
and whatnot. But
Right.
what about like a soothing music, or like
I see.
one of the singing bowls, maybe some wind chimes.
Singing. Oh, some wind chimes. Okay. I got you.
Do you have it? Do you have anything like that at home you could use?
I mean, I don't. I can make some. I feel like it's pretty easy to make wind chimes. I can just take some toilet paper tubes that have been stacking up in my bathroom
Uh-huh.
and just string them up. And when the wind blows through the cardboard, it can go.
That I think is a great idea. I think that could really work, for part of it. But I mean, you also need that high pitched, real chime sound. That really gets the vibration of it sets the ferns a wiggling.
I see. I can then I can just sit next to them and break china.
And seed.
I was trying to get you to bring up a doorbell.
I want to.
Son of a gun.
Why didn't you just bring it up? I brought up
Yeah.
Because I was trying to lead you there.
I want to know what an Italian herb plant looks like. That's,
Italian
seasoning.
the Italian seasoning. Yeah. All right, that was good stuff.
All right. Looks like I'm back up to introduce this next game, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to mute everyone. So everyone say bye, cast, real quick. Give me one second, and okay, cast is our audience rather. It is just you and me right now. It's just us by our lonesome. The cast cannot hear us at this point, nor are they looking at the chat. But what we are going to need is a whole lot of suggestions about clubs, societies, or jobs. Clubs, societies, or jobs. Because we're about to have what's called a chaotic Zoom meeting. As you know, over the past year or so, a lot of us have been working from home, and a lot of us have been conducting meetings over Zoom, Skype, and all these sorts of things. And some of us have been doing improv on them. But we're about to have a chaotic Zoom meeting where we are going to assign each of these actors a different job, organization, or something like that, where they would actually benefit from having a meeting with other coworkers. Thing is, none of them are going to know who the other people are working for, and they'll have to try to work it out at the end. But in the meantime, they'll hold a Zoom meeting regardless. If it sounds confusing, don't worry, that's the intent. You're going to see it all play out in just a minute. We actually did have a really good suggestion from Facebook earlier that I'd like to go ahead and throw in here. Someone suggested Win Miss America for Hope. I'm going to assign one of these actors to be a Miss America contestant. And you know what? I think that would be something that Gabe would absolutely love. So, Miss America Hopeful is assigned to Gabe. I just sent him a private text message informing him of what his job will be. All right, let's see here. Oompa Loompas. You know what? I happen to know Katie likes that movie, so we'll go with that. Oompa Loompa. Okay, cool. Let's see what we have here. We have a chef. I happen to know that Chris is quite the talented chef, so we will go with that. And last but certainly not least, oh my god. Yeah. Sorry, Ty, you're going to be in a contortionist camp. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm just going to go right back over these real quick as to what I have assigned everyone. Oh yeah, also, we need a very, very quick topic of these guys. Something that you would want to discuss at work. Something that you would want to fix. Actually, I'm going go ahead and put that into the suggestions too, wherever you're watching at. And I'll go ahead and put it in unless I can find something in the chat previously that we can use. Let's see here. All right. Oh, you know what? Someone said earlier, trying to create a new color. Okay, so we'll go with that. This is from a previous scene. It was not used. We're going to try to create a new color, but we're going to do it using all the different jobs that we have assigned. So to go back over it one more time, Gabe will be a Miss America hopeful. Katie will be an Oompa Loompa, Chris will be a chef, and Ty Maligani will be at contortionist camp. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to slowly bring them back into this chat here. All right, guys, we're about to put you back on the air. All right, about to put you back on the air here. So cease your negotiations in 3, 2, and 1, and we're back. Okay, has everyone got their assignments? All right,
Yes.
team, your assignment is to create a new color. All right, and with that, I would like to call this chaotic Zoom meeting to order in 3, 2, and 1.
All right. We just need to, before we begin, I feel like we need to just stretch. We need to limber up a little bit because we don't want any accidents.
Yes, I always do the stretching every time when I go to get my knife. I don't understand what this has to do with the colors.
I've got another riddle for you. I don't know why we need more than 2 colors, honestly.
Well, then that would make things very easy.
Well, I was thinking about something like, it's not quite a pink, but it's not really a green, and I thought I would just make just the perfect cut dress out of this, you know, this interesting sort of color. I thought it would be really good.
I'm glad that you bring that up because we sent a note home with all of the parents whenever you signed up, and we said that dresses are okay as long as you're wearing shorts beneath them because we're going to be doing a lot of stretching and bending and doing a lot of fun stuff this week.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna do a lot of physical stuff for my turn in the spotlight.
Well, I've got an idea. See if this marinade with you very well. I like the color blue along with the greens and the yellows. Maybe we can mix those together as a smorgasbord of colors or something.
That's a good point. I feel like we need to throw red in there as well because that is really the first thing that we're going to play today. We're going to be playing Twister. It's a good introduction to the concepts. So we have the red, the blue, the yellow, and the green, and we'll just start playing Twister, and I feel like we'll get there.
You know, I hadn't thought about doing Twister for mine, but I think that could be fun. I think the judges would love that.
I think red and yellow together are a really good combination. I happen to love it just all over.
But you need to be careful with the red. People will find the red and think very spicy. I don't like to make things very spicy. I prefer them to be more tone, you know, the nice gourmet colors, you know.
Well, doopity-doo to you too.
I don't think that doopities and the doos are very gourmet. They sound like you're a McDonald's American, you know.
I think both of you need to be a bit nicer.
Yes. Look, we know how to settle this, okay? This is something we're going to get used to this whole week, all right? When we have a disagreement, we settle this the best way possible.
Yeah.
Whichever of you
Let
can
the judges
become
decide.
the smallest person possible in the smallest amount of space, however you can do it, all right? So you're going to have to figure it out, right? You can get to the...
It's me already. Riddle me this. How do you not give me that award?
Hey, Seed! Oh, that was perfect. Okay, do y'all know what each other were?
I think Ty was a kindergartner teacher.
Or was like a yoga
You're like a
instructor.
Oh, yeah, actually,
that's gymnastics?
Like cheerleading coach.
Close.
I realize
enough.
now how dumb my
For-
guess was.
It has a
Smurfs?
twist to it. It has a real twist to it.
Oh,
a
you
twist-
doing?
oh,
I
a
see.
board game teacher?
No. He's a contortionist.
Yes,
Okay, contortionist.
at contortionist camp.
Right, also known as board game teachers, duh.
Jenga. That's how you play Jenga. Let's see, Gabe, were you like a designer, like a fashion designer or something?
You're at some
No.
sort. You're on some sort of like game show, like with like a America's Got
Close.
Talent kind of thing.
America something.
Next
Ninja
American
Warrior.
Idol.
No.
Next Top Model?
Next top model?
No.
That's not
Wow.
America.
There he is.
Miss America.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, well, I had Katie's and I just lost it. It was, oh yeah, are you like the Riddler or something like? You said, like riddle me this.
Sorry.
You're the Mad Hatter.
No.
Okay.
You buddy. Do.
Oh, you're
Oh.
A Noompa Loompa?
Oompa Loompa, okay.
Oompa Loompa Riddler.
That's a job.
Yeah.
And then
then
Chris
Chris-
was just a really mean chef.
I just got chef, so I
Oh,
figured I'd
okay.
spice it up a
I
little
didn't know
bit.
if you were the soup
I was just
Nazi.
thinking you were like a pretentious Frenchman. Like
That's exactly what I was. I was a chef, which is other word, aka a pretentious freshman. I was a freshman, a pretentious freshman.
freshman at culinary school.
Yeah, yep. Oh, that was a good time. All right,
Oh man.
Ty, you want to intro the next one?
Absolutely. So, what we need from the audience as we're getting started for this game for Chris and Katie, it's a game called Product Placement. We actually made up this game. We created it. So you're welcome, world. What we need are a random name brand. They need to be name brand objects, items, things that you can buy, stuff like that. Any name brand things. They can be as big like a car, be small like a phone. I don't care. Anything that you can buy, but it has to be name brand. Just start putting them in the chat. We need lots of them for this game. Because what's going to happen is Chris and Katie are going to be doing a scene. Throughout the scene, I'm going to just shout out some of these random items that you give us. And they're going to have to, just like your favorite TV show and or movie, seamlessly put them into the scene so that they can place the product so that you go out and buy said product. And it'll have to make sense in the scene. It always does. Always does. Never fails to make sense. So, Chad, do we have any of the products coming in?
The product, excuse me, the products are coming in, and yes, keep them flowing as we're talking. You know,
Keep 'em
just
flowing.
you never know what might be picked
Pretentious
up. And,
freshman.
those of you out there who might have a product that you think might not work, yeah, throw it in. We'll see what we can do.
Just
With
throw it in there. Doesn't matter
All right.
what it is.
it. Sorry, apparently I can't talk, but that's fine. So we have a Lululemon crop top.
Lululemon crop a top.
I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but okay. Trojan
Yeah.
ice cream.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah.
Really? All right.
Apparently that is a brand. Yeah.
Trojan cream.
We
Oh,
had,
no.
We had
Oh,
Centurion
you have to say
Jenga
the ice.
earlier,
You
yeah.
have to say the ice.
Oh God. Right then. Smart cars.
Smart cars.
Yeah. The Jenny Craig weights. Yep.
Weights.
Yep. American Girl doll leggings. Specifically
Okay.
the leggings.
Just the leggings.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're probably as expensive as the doll, if not more.
I'm like,
Shaq sponsored insurance. I'm going to go with the general because
That's the
a fun one.
general?
Yeah,
All right, well-
exactly. All the insurances that he promotes. Why not?
the general.
Yeah.
Like the insurance?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll save some time. 5-finger toe shoes. That is a thing. That is
Yeah, no, I know it's a
that these-
thing. I guess I've never paid attention to what they were called because
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
never. Honestly, I didn't even know anyone made them. I think they just. I thought they
They're
just
like-
existed.
They're like 4-knuckle elbow cuts.
Save it for the scene.
Let's see here. Okay, there are no hair products sold by Vin Diesel. That would be a Groot treatment.
Nice.
Tesla Cybertruck. There we go.
Cybertruck.
These are some pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some fun ones. I'm
Dude,
excited
it's
to
like
see.
Doritos, Pepsi. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like these.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get how many we got. Let's get 2 more.
Okay, cool. Willy Wonka toothpaste.
What? Are you serious?
I mean,
It never stops foaming.
we have an
Where
expert.
has
Katie,
this
what do you think?
been? Where has this been all my life?
Right? And command strips. I don't know what those are.
What?
We're gonna figure it out.
Seriously?
I love that of all the things that are mentioned, command strips are the ones that the
the
guys are
one.
like, what is that?
What is it?
What are command strips?
You know what it
They're
is,
like
Katie?
these little, yeah, they're the things that you like stick to the wall and pull the sticky off, and then you can
Oh,
pull
okay.
them off.
Where you
without-
go to a
Yeah.
strip club and they tell you to strip.
Take your clothes off, boy.
I ain't here to be shamed, guys.
All right, so Chad, why don't you pick a suggestion from earlier in the show? That's weird.
Yeah,
when I
we're
do
off the
this.
rails. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
a light bulb.
Bonk, bonk.
Right then.
I like it. I broke this.
The sound effect is what did it for me, Ty. That was great.
This is sound effects for me.
Oh.
Okay.
We've lost control.
Graduating college of all things.
Oh,
Graduating
graduating
college?
college.
Okay.
Wonderful. So this is graduating college. This is Chris and Katie in product placement. I forgot the name of the game. Chris and Katie in product placement. This is graduating college in 3, 2, 1.
I can't believe we did it. It's
I know. Me
like,
too.
like just 2 years shy of a decade, and
Yeah.
we finally made it.
Oh my gosh, those 4-year degrees, that's such a misnomer. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, well, when they tell you college takes 4 years, they don't tell you that like you still have to go to all of the classes. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah,
that should be
like-
written somewhere.
right. Like, I thought if you just show up for 4 years, they'd give you a sheet of paper, and that's, I guess, not how it works. So, whatever.
I did. Yeah, I mean, I had what I considered a typical college experience. 3 freshman years, a lot of partying before I was 21, then a little break, and then re-partied. It was fun.
Yeah.
The general insurance.
Well, I did a lot of partying too, and that's why I take care of all my insurance needs with the general, because he doesn't care. You know
Yeah.
what? I've got like 57 car accidents. Not a problem. My insurance is $29 a month.
Yeah, I get the general too. When I crashed through the Lambda Mu house, that's the general. It's almost like he was there waiting for me. He knew it was going to happen, and he had my policy. Dude is great.
Well, those Lambda Muse had it coming anyway. So you know
Yeah,
what?
they did. Why do you got? Who has white picket fencing nowadays? Like, come on, like just have them on. Like normal humans.
Asking for it to be run over. I'm with you on that.
Smart cars.
I'm a little nervous about the future. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to be employed. My degree in books, it's not that usable.
I know.
So I'm not going to be able to afford much. Like, I'm worried about transportation.
Well, you know what? I bought one of those smart cars. And the thing is, I think it knows more than me just on its own. So
I'm just worried about how smart you have to be to drive a smart car, like,
well, that's the beauty of it. Like, you can be an idiot, but
so
the
it's smart
car-
for you.
Yeah, like it just lends you its smarts, So
Well, that sounds divine. I would love that because now, I mean, I am a college graduate, but if my car is smarter than me, that means it's probably got an advanced degree, which is good for cars.
yeah, I think it's got like at least a master's, It's
Yeah.
5-finger toe shoes.
That's good. My old car was kind of like it was a stick shift, but most of the gears were broke, so it had only worked in third. So I would have to like gun it in real quick when I started it, and I couldn't wear my slippers, which is annoying because they'd fly off. So that's why I bought these. With my hands in it. These shoes are great. Have you ever seen these? They're 5-finger toe shoes. They can be used as gloves as well. They're just interchangeable.
What?
Yeah. Have you ever seen like people that have monkey feet? Like their feet have thumbs?
Mhm.
That's what these are for. These are for people with monkey feet.
I am amazed that you got some of those because I am pretty sure I saw those as the OOTD on the TikTok last week, and they have been sold out.
Yeah. Well, I bought a bunch of them because I do have weird monkey feet, and so I figured that these fit well and they're comfortable. And when I drop my cigarette while I'm driving, I can pick it up with my toes and just hand it right back up. You should see me driving. I'm driving, and then just a weird hand comes up in between my other two hands, and I can smoke with my toes because I got my 5-finger toe gloves on.
Trojan ice cream.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I am so proud of us, but I feel like
I'm too.
we really need to sit down, probably over a Trojan ice cream, and just figure out what we're gonna do.
I just thought about the delicious, frothy vanilla goodness of a big old mouthful of Trojan ice cream. I don't think anything would be more divine right now.
Yeah. Well,
maybe a couple cherries, a banana.
Yeah. Well, listen, I just think that would be the perfect thing to just sit over a Trojan ice cream and talk about our future, like
command strips.
Oh, I'm worried about the future. I brought that up. I'm not sure that my book degree is going to get me a very good job. My dad told me that if I need to, he can hire me in his drywall company. They hang drywall. They don't. It's very novel. They don't use nails or nothing. They put it with those weird double-sided sticky things. Yeah. Those commando strips.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. So then when you move, you can just take the whole house with you.
You take the walls with you. Just rip them right off.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's real good for removing. You hang up the wallpaper because wallpaper takes forever to get off. Not with the commando strips. You just pop those bad boys on there, pull the clothes off, stick the naked sticky stuff on there, put up your wallpaper. Man, it is good stuff.
Jenny Craig waits.
Well, okay. I've been meaning to just, I don't want to be rude or anything.
Well, it's too late, but you can try for the future not to be rude.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I was just gonna say.
Sometimes you just don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna say that I'm going on a lifestyle journey now that I have finished my degree, and if you want, you could get some Jenny Craig weights and join me on this lifestyle transition.
See, I'm not really much of a weight user. I'm more of a weight watcher. Like I like to watch people use weights. I'm more of a Jenny Craig weight watcher sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
and scene. Oh man,
that was just ridiculous. That was fun. I want a toe shoes with the hand that can come up.
I think my favorite part about that scene is you guys started by being like, "Gosh, the general is so great," and by the end you're like, "Commando strips. We don't really care what they do."
Oh man, well, it's 8:40. That's our show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys had a good time. It was we've been doing this for seems like over a year now.
About an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, not.
Well, I just meant doing this online. So eventually we'll get back to doing live again. And we need you guys' help. Make sure you guys wear your masks and get your vaccines. That'll help us get back out there quicker. But I want to thank our cast tonight for performing with us. A big round of applause for Ty, Katie, and Gabe. Good times, fantastic show. Had a really fun time. And thank you guys for all of your suggestions and your title ideas. I'm going to turn it over to Chad real quick so we could go over our title ideas for the episode and figure out what it is we're going to call this episode because we don't know. And if you have any last minute title ideas, feel free to type those in now. So Chad, what do we have for ideas? Whiskey. Roman Jenga. True. That's a long title. That's just a true statement. That's true all the time. Like that's just a comment.
That was a good one.
Really? Okay.
Nice.
We came up. We were thinking of when we were doing the Zoom meeting. We were coming up. We liked the idea of like that. We were coming up with Uber hits, but I like that.
Great
that
value.
one.
Yeah.
Great value bludgeoning. I like that too. That's the Walmart version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna think that. So if you guys like any of those or whichever one you guys like, feel free to type it in again. That'll be kind of like an upvote. And we'll wait for a second to see if we can get any upvotes on that. If not, we'll decide amongst ourselves. I would like to remind everyone that this Saturday we do have another short form improv comedy show, as well as something special on Sunday, which will probably interest 99% of you, maybe 1% of you out there. I've been running a fantasy football league for years and years and years, and with people I've known for a long time, whether they're back when I was in the Navy, in college here, grad school, and some of the people I've been performing with. And I just happened to notice that almost half of everyone that's playing is part of CGI now. So we were going to go ahead and stream our fantasy football draft. So it's going to be us just hanging out Sunday, chit-chatting, shooting the breeze, and talking trash while we do our Keeper League football draft. So if that might even be something interesting you for a little bit, just stop in, say hey to us while we're doing it.
Chad, what's going on?
Okay, so apparently I was muted through that last segment.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, so none of the titles went through?
Nope. So very, very, very quickly. I am so sorry, guys. Flag me down earlier on that one, but yeah. Okay.
I hear you fine because you're in Zoom.
Yeah. Very quickly.
If we were just like, whatever.
I am so sorry, guys. Roman Jenga. Hot weather is what makes axe murderers. Why did you stop blowing on me, Beatrice? The Switcher Flipper. I, too, would love your pursed lip breath all over my body. So long since I've been pollinated. Great value bludgeonings. Polyamory podcast. My knife. And snake leprosy.
I'm just thinking back to, no one's here in Chad, but people hear me go, yeah, we came up with Uber hits. Yeah, let's see what we like for that. Yeah, that's a really good one. Like, that's all that was heard. And it's in Chad the whole time. That's good stuff. So if you like any of those, I think I've already said, you heard me say this, just feel free to type it back in again. We'll use that as an upvote. I'm not going to go through everything I just said before because you heard me say it. But what about our cast? Which ones do you guys have any favorites?
I think the pollinate one is the best.
It's been a while since I've been pollinated. Is that what that title was?
So long since I've been pollinated.
So long.
That was my favorite.
Okay. How about you, Gabe? You got a choice?
I'm gonna let the audience go decide for this one. I'm
Okay.
stay out of it.
So I guess we got a cast vote for It's Been So Long Since It's Been Pollinated. Any
Gabe
upvotes there,
does
Chad?
not work at the hostile coworkers place.
Great value bludgeonings, polyamory podcast, and my knife all got an upvote.
Okay. Which one of those do we like? If we got to break a tie.
I actually do kind of like great value bludgeonings. Honestly.
That's fun.
Great value bludgeoning. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Great value. Yep, that was that's like I said, that's the off-brand of Uber Hits. That's the Walmart version of Uber Hits. So thank you guys. That'll be the title for this episode. If you've never watched this before, or you just tuned into us, if you want to go to our YouTube channel and you've got a couple hundred hours, feel free to watch all of our episodes. I think we're up to like 105 or something now. You can see us all back to when some of us had longer.
I was gonna say, Chris, you still have.
I still haven't cut my hair since February of 2020. I'm not going to until I know it's going to be safe for in another 6 months. If you guys go back and see the evolution of our pandemic selves, it's definitely interesting. Once again, I'd like to thank our cast. I'd like to thank Chad. Chad, do we have any raids planned?
Yes, the Squirrel NYC is doing improv roulette, so why not?
Okay.
Let's go give them
Awesome.
a shot.
So if you guys could just stick around with us, give some love to our fellow Twitch streamers, that would be much appreciated. But once again, I'd love to thank you guys for tuning in. All of your suggestions. Have a wonderful rest of your night.
And thank you to Drew Ray for tonight's title.